Hello and welcome everybody to the next episode. This is Floopy-Doo and we're playing Factorio. So, last time we did quite a bit regarding our defenses. We built up the defenses up here. In between episode I a little bit extended the wall. Not that much, but just a tiny bit. And another thing I also did was moving some of those smelteries. I moved them about 2 furnaces down, so I have more space for rounding all the ores on the both side of the smelteries. And also I did that for metal or iron plates, and I also planned a little bit ahead for how much space I will need later on. Another thing I did, I moved the inserter manufacturing and the belt manufacturing over here in that little rest space there, because I actually planning to do some extending for some automation. And one of the first thing I want to automate is basically Red Science. Red Science is the first science pack, and I want to have it fully automated and build everything down. I'm not 100% sure where I want it yet, but I guess because I had the idea that I want to put the main belt down here, which I can extend probably to that side for now, or to that side. Oh yeah, probably to that side, and then build up here. But the problem with that is there is some cliffs that block my expansion path, so I'm probably gonna do it to the other side. It will not be a straight belt as main bosses usually are. I try to keep as much of the landscapes intact as possible and don't want to do much of land filling, so it will be a little bit of a zigzag main belt, but that shouldn't be that bad, and I will extend it later on with railway systems. So let's get started with it. So what do we need actually to get that? So if we look at the recipe for the red science, it actually states that a red science is crafted within 5 seconds and needs 1 copper plate and 1 iron gear wheel. So we know that an iron gear wheel needs to be crafted by an assembly machine or handcrafted to get that done. So we also need some iron gear wheel, and we see it needs about 2 iron plate every 0.5 seconds. So which means if we do the math, we actually if we have one of these assembler that creates gear wheels, we can actually feed up to 10 science packs in the same time. So actually, if we do the math, it means that we have the ratio is 1 to 10. So, and that is what we're gonna do. We basically have to build 11 assemblers. One is dedicated for iron gear wheels, and the other 10 are dedicated towards the red science. Now let me grab some iron from down here. I also did in between episode was kind of moving some of the iron into those chests and filling them up so they can produce some more stuff. I also added a chest that produces circuits, because I need the circuits for crafting all the time, and I don't want to craft them all the time. That kind of preserves some of my iron resources or speeds up my crafting time. So I said 2 times 5 and 1, that is 11. And we have some inserters present, some belts, that's all good. We need probably more power poles. I find a dead bush. Let's go over here where the big forest is, so I don't mind deleting one or the or another tree. Here we go. So we have some more wood that or power pole. Let's get more. It's to be on the safe side and be prepared. So those are crafting, and I can run towards where I want to build it. So if you think about it, what we actually could do, because red science is something that doesn't need a lot of resources. It needs, if we do like 10, if you have that 1:10 ratio, we need about, what is it? We have 2 every 0.5 seconds. So if we compare it with that, we have 2 iron plates and 10 copper plates. All right. No. No. I do the math wrong. So I basically need 1 copper plate and 2 iron plates every 5.5 seconds. We have 10 machines, so that means we need 10. My math brain doesn't work right now really well. Oh gosh. So 5 seconds. 10 machines. 10. So we need 2 times the resources every second, which means 2 copper plate and 4 iron plates. So we actually just need to bring up 1 iron belt from down here, so we can actually build up that science production. And since it will not use much space, I will actually just place it up here. So let's do that. Let's figure that out. So let's say we have 1 assembler that is dedicated to your wheels, and then let that feed into an of those. Right, 1, 2. And like here, and there's a neat trick. If you hold shift and right click, you actually copy the settings, and with left click you can actually paste it. You see that green marking around the assembler that I'm copying from? Actually makes it quite easy to set up big lines like that, because you can copy recipe just like that. So, and another thing I do is I know that I need have 1 output line, that, and another one here. I will disconnect that here also. I will put that here. Here, because I don't need. So here we have the iron input, have the cox output, and then all the input will be from here. So, and well, I have 5.5 seconds crafted, so simple inserter is quite quick enough to do that. So yes. That means we also need to sideload copper into that belt, and I do that. So with sideloading, I mean I need the lower plane of the belt dedicated for copper, and then I have the upper lane dedicated for gear wheels. So I have both input resources for that craft on the upper belt, and I have all the output on the lower belt. And then I think that should not be a problem, because I don't have much red signs as of now. Only 10, so only 2 every second will be placed on that side. That should be sufficient that the yellow belt can transport away. So let's do that. I know that I need iron and copper up here. What I will do for now, because here I will put both chests up here. Where did I put this? And here I need 5, 6, 7. So next thing will be the power distribution. I guess I will just do that. Every odd machine, and that should actually just be enough power to last me for all machines. Then next up, I actually will move all that towards the end of that line. For now, I'm probably, I do that, we'll probably make 2 lines. For now, I do it like that, and I will extend it later on, and I will just feed it into those right away. So we have the automated research going again, and with that I will actually processing, which is steel processing, and I will do for a moment while we want to do that. But first, let me build up those lines. I actually want one copper line that is coming from here. I want that copper line to get, and I know that I need it to go under here, and I actually could have done a better job in preparing. I wanted one over, but that's a common thing in Factorio, that you actually place something and then figure out, ooh, I want to move it, because you just thought about a better, more optimal solution. And then when I want to have a second belt that is here, and that will all the way down. I'm over here towards iron. And then I have belt coming from down here, and I will drag that along. Oh, I have to move that. Go. You have to be gone, boulder. Here we go. That should be connected. Now I actually have enough materials to boost that up here. I need some more underground belts. One, two. One down here where I have the crossing, and 1 and 2. Here we go. Now I would just connect that one up here out of belt. So good thing we have that automated, so I can grab some more. There's enough iron left. Yes, it is. And I can just up, and we have copper sent out there. One thing, I will disconnect both of them for right now, because I actually want those chests emptied first. You can see they're all crafting, or more or less they all waiting iron gears. And the problem is I cannot feed enough iron plates into that. So what I will do to speed that up, because I actually need 2 every half a second, and those inserters, they take about 1 second, a little bit more than a second to insert an item. See, it does a rotation speed of 302 degrees per second. So we have to do a 360 turn, 2 times 180. And so it will take roughly 1.1 second. And another thing is we are low on power. Look at that. So let's extend our power. Well, I didn't notice that or that quickly. Well, yes, there are quite a lot. If we look at it, what is using the most power, we have lots of servers already in use, and they use quite a lot of power. And then also the miners, of course. So the more we do with automation, the more we will get the need for power and the need to extend our power setup. So here I will place another pole. So I actually ready. I also will place another pole here. So I'm prepared for that. So let's do the same down here. For now, I will use a splitter to move some of the iron plates to that belt. That belt will eventually up till it's used, and you see we already have another percent done, which leads to possibility to have a steel axe. Steel axe is a passive research and gives you actually faster mining speed, which is always nice when you want to build and rebuild. So right now we cannot quite keep up. At first we cannot keep up because the output is getting full. Now we don't have enough output, so I'm gonna do that. Really unfortunate. I have an idea how I'm gonna do that. Right now it's not at 100% efficiency, but as you can see, we already have a backlog of potions, science potions, red science, and I don't need any more production now. What I will do, and I will do that passively, build about 10 more research labs, so I actually search down faster. I will use more power overall, but with my addition, I'm rocking about 2/3 my power, which kind of lets me think I will do both. So those two, that will mean more pollution again. And as you can see, that flickering saw just over there is my pollution spreading, and the next spider attack is imminent. Let's see how my turn do. In the meantime, I will also queue some radars. What radars will do for me is actually show me some of territory that is not visible for me. Right now, I only see, if you go into the map, you see that brightened square around my player. That is actually the place where you can see where you cannot see. You just those info, and with those radars, I will actually range for that, and I will plop one here. Sure, I will get some attraction to the biters, because biters are actually attracted by those radar stations. And one thing those radar stations do is they will actually reveal some more map for me. So go open. Now you see we have quite much square, and you can see up here is where my radar station is actually analyzing them, and those radar stations will eventually get me a bigger screen by the time, which is explore, where I can see what happens every time that the lit up chunk is on the spider nest. I will cause an attack from the spiders onto my radar post. So good thing we did the protection. I don't know what is on the east side of the map and the west side of the map yet, so there could be spider nests over here and they could attack me anytime. So let's hope that does very soon. What I could do, and one thing that would not be a bad idea actually, I will place some more turrets down here. So in case there's a spider attack from the other side, I will actually have some minor protection against that. So let's build that up. I need some more. Error inserters. So I have a huge backlog here, so I will not run out of power if my coal production would slow down. And that's a thing I actually want to do somewhen, is have a dedicated power belt that is just fed by some dedicated miners that will just fed my power setup. For now, what I have has to suffice because I don't have more and I can't build it yet, so it is as it is. So as a last thing of that episode is I will get some more ammunition and put that in my towers down here, and then I have to stop to end this episode. For the next time, I actually plan to build up some more automation regarding going to the next tier of science. And I also think about extending, because we researched steel. I want to start steel production so I can get into steel furnaces, which I don't have yet. I have to unlock yet, but they will speed up my process quite a lot. And as you can see, actually, when my need of iron plates rises, I actually cannot feed all my furnaces, so I need to. So I will probably do that in between episodes, extend a little bit some stuff, and I also will invest in lightings because days get quite dark, and so you can see what I'm doing. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please leave a feedback with a like or a dislike or a comment in the comment section. Please consider subscribing, and thank you very much. Have a good day.